Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having an awesome day so far. Welcome to today's podcast or video, and also link to an article on the expectation framework, which is the second video I'm releasing for my expectation framework dedicated to helping the ladies find Mr. Right. The expectation framework is about knowing your boundaries, your standards, and reasonable expectations before you even start to date. So there's a brilliant quote by Tony Gaskins that states, "You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce." And I think it is the perfect way to start off today's play to find your knight. So ladies, let's assume you have your eyes on a dashing gentleman. You fantasize about him being your knight in shining armor one day and fulfilling all of your desires. While there is nothing inherently wrong with having these fantasies, you need to be able to establish a set of codes or personal rules that your potential Prince Charming should respect in order to win his damsel in distress. After all, a man who is truly looking to settle down is what you are after, right? So going forward, being able to filter out those rare gentlemen from the expansive pool of men that inevitably include candidates such as the players and the time wasters is an excellent way to start off this process. I'm going to make the assumption that you have experienced some sort of disrespectful behavior towards your standards or your personal rules that left you feeling either mistreated, insignificant, or even being labeled as something that you are not. Men will interact with you based on the values and standards that you portray, not only by what you verbalize, but also by what you do. So there are men out there who believe that lousy behavior is acceptable in order to gain a woman's favor. And sometimes this may work out if the woman is not ready to meet her knight. However, you are not that woman. Having standards and a clear idea of what you find attractive in a man is a critical starting point for the type of relationship that is intended to last. This is where I would like to propose that you establish what I call the expectation framework. And it is basically about knowing your standards, your boundaries, and what you will or will not tolerate. Upholding this framework is fundamental, as it will be like kryptonite to those types of men who are skilled at seducing women, or who only want to have a way with a woman for a short amount of time. This will also protect you in situations where you find yourself infatuated with a man, either by his charm, by his status, or his wealth, or possibly his physical attraction and things like that, as you may tend to lower your expectations slightly to avoid losing those men that you are truly infatuated with. Let me tell you that when it comes to dating, there are men out there who will label a strong and independent woman as being either difficult, demanding, or hard to get, purely because she knows what her expectations are. These men are not the types of candidates you are looking for. There are those men, however, who truly appreciate a woman who knows what she wants and will subsequently prove their interest in you because they truly want to win your approval. These are the types of men that will respect your expectations and will naturally want to make a favorable impression. So you might be thinking, what are these expectations and how do I know that they are reasonable so that I don't get labeled as being difficult or demanding? Well, some of them could be quite easy. It is a challenging question, I won't lie, and it's quite difficult to narrow down. However, being a gentleman and the type of man who respects a woman and has acted accordingly to the best of my ability, I can point out a few key aspects that will help you determine, or rather define, your expectation framework. Such characteristics could be having a clear understanding of what you will or will not tolerate, becoming fully aware of what you are attracted to. You do not accept lousy behavior from men. You do not let your guard down or even lower your expectations in any way. You need to be unwavering. And you need to ensure that your actions completely align with your expectation framework. It's all good saying what you will not tolerate, but you need to prove it by your actions. Here's a little bonus tip to help identify lousy behavior, which is a topic I will cover in a later session. If a man is truly interested in getting to know you, he should treat you with forethought. Last-minute plans to spend time with you is an example of typical lousy behavior. Ladies, I hope you have an awesome Sunday. Please share this video and this podcast with anyone that you can. If you would like to get weekly written articles and links to these videos and to this content directly, please hit me up. There's a link in the description of this video below. You can either visit me on my website and send me a message there, or you can hit me up right below and I will add you to the emailing list. Guys, have an awesome Sunday. With love, Emeraldi.